this is my first serious watch purchase when I was getting into watches, and I really started to do the research. It's my Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra Golf Edition with the 8500 movement. So it does have the coaxial escapement on it, and it's a chronometer, but it's not the current Metas certified watches that they have at the moment. So when I was in Bicester Village, which is a place in Oxford, they had a Tag Heuer boutique and massive discounts, and I bought an Aqua Racer. Went away afterwards feeling very pleased, did the research and realised that for me it was a mistake. The crown threaded itself within 2 or 3 days, took it back, got a refund, and that was the end of me and Tag Heuer. That may not be the case in the future, but for the moment it certainly is. And during that research came across obviously Omega, which everyone will know about who knows about watches, but I didn't at the time. And I was looking for a everyday but also special occasions watch, and this is the one I settled on. It's 7 years old now. I bought it when I was 30. I bought it to celebrate my 30th, and also a big shift in career. The things I really like about it are the fact that it's got the brushed centre links, it's got the polished side links, it's got this incredible twisted chamfer, but then more brushing, and it has enough about it to make it not only sporty but also something you can wear for special occasions. And the thing that really drew me to it is I do like a splash of colour on my watches, and I don't know if the light's picking it up, but you can see the Seamasters in green, the numbers on the minute track are in green, so it just gives it that extra pop, and you can see the second hand, the tip is green as well. And then also one of the really nice things about these watches is, while I appreciate it's machine done, it just looks fantastic. Even my 7-year-old daughter can't fail to be impressed with the back of the watch. There you go, look at that bad boy. Come on, focus. I think that just looks incredible. And for me, this is still the nicest of the Aqua Terra range. I don't like the new ones that much. I like the fact that this one still has the date surround, which later ones got rid of. I like the fact it's got the vertical dial to reflect the floor of a boat, so the deck of a boat. Even the hour markers are actually sloped downwards ever so gently, and so is the date surround. The attention to detail is absolutely incredible on these watches. The accuracy on this one is about 1.5 to 2 seconds slow a day, and that's just being worn and left dial up overnight. I have worn this a lot and I've made some mistakes with this watch, and one of the reasons for making this video is that I'll be sending it off for a service soon. So I did rebrush the bracelet with, after 7 years it had lots of wear on it obviously, and I did rebrush the bracelet with Scotch-Brite pads, and it looks horrific. I did a really poor job of it. I don't do this anymore. It was kind of an experiment that went wrong. It looks okay, but you can see it's not exactly great. So that wasn't ideal. So I'm looking forward to getting that corrected when it goes away for a service. It just looks poor. And then also, about 2 years into owning it, my wife threw my iPhone 4 to me. And the edge, if anyone remembers the iPhone 4, was very sharp edges. It just cut straight into that bezel. So I've been living with that for, the last 5 years or so. And it's done my head in every time I put the watch on, so I'll get a bezel replacement as well. But yeah, I just wanted to document the quality of what Omega do when you send a watch to them and they do a full service on it. You can see obviously with a polished bezel, it gets marked up a lot, as you would expect. The sides, you can see are scratched as well. Again, as you'd expect, it's been worn a significant amount. But the main reason I'm angry with myself that I even bothered trying to refinish the bracelet with a Scotch-Brite pad, because I think it looks horrendous. I did find it a little bit tricky getting a good fit with this watch. Let's put this on. Because originally I liked wearing it quite tight, but now I wear it on the looser side, but it fits very nicely. And what Omega do that Tudor don't, and other brands do, not just Tudor, but my other watches are mainly Tudors, they do a half link, and the half links are fantastic. They do make it easier to size the watch for your wrist. Another nice touch on these early models is the ceramic ball bearings there. So obviously they're going to last a very long time, as opposed to the steel ones that come on typically the very old Rolex watches. And it's a very secure bracelet, so that folds into there, and then you can see you've got the twin trigger to release. So if you press one, nothing will happen. You do have to press both. That goes into there. And even if that comes off, you've then still got that extra bit of security here. So I've never had any problems like that. Never had any problems with the watch or the movement, as you'd expect from a watch like this. I think I paid about $3,200, and they're still valued roughly at about 2,700-ish. After a service, I'd expect to be able to get 2,800 for it probably, but the service is going to set me back. I think it's about £450-ish just for the service. Then they're obviously going to charge me for a new bezel as well, but that's my fault. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video, and then I'll do another one when it comes back from service. But it's a fantastic watch. It gets a lot of wear from me, and one of the things I do like about it actually is that if you are going to travel with it, I know some people like a quick date function, but the fact that you can move the hours without having to hack the seconds is great when you change time zones, or twice a year in the UK when we have to move the clocks forward and backwards. It's a really nice feature to have, so I do like that a lot. But yeah, I'll do an update video on it once I get it back from the service. That'll be a few months at least, because I'm not going to be doing it till after Christmas, but I just wanted to do a quick video on this. I've also got a Longines Conquest I'll probably do a video on at some point, but it's a fantastic watch, a really good daily, and as I say, it can kind of fit into all situations really. From a dimensions point of view, just realised I forgot that it's 41.5mm in diameter. It's 20mm between the lugs, and I think it's about 48mm lug to lug, and it's 13.2mm thick. So it wears really nicely on my wrist, my 7-inch wrist as well. So yeah, any questions about this watch, let me know. But obviously there's lots of information out there about it. Cheers.